Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 109. Please subscribe. And today I rest in God. We rest in God. This is today's lesson. It's a lovely lesson, one definitely worthy of being read. But today it says, we ask for rest today and quietness unshaken by the world's appearances. We ask for peace and stillness in the midst of all the turmoil born of clashing dreams. And that is what this world is. It is the turmoil of clashing dreams, clashing illusions, that my illusion is more important than yours. And so this is where all of the ideas of battles and attack come from, my clashing dreams, our clashing dreams. Now, some of you who have been with me for a while know that I have an acronym for REST. So for today, I remain eternally still today in God. I rest in God. And this, the idea, the sentence, the phrase, I rest in God, we rest in God, you rest in God, is repetitive throughout today's lesson because it's talking of a rest and a stillness and a quietness that is beyond what we think of in this world. You know, we say, oh, I'm going to take a nap, I'm going to rest. But this is deeper and more profound than the rest that we know of in this world. This is going and sinking into that space within God, to be completely still within the loving presence of God. This is a space that we go to where everything is healed and corrected. All of the mistakes that we think we have had evaporate, they disappear when we rest in God. This is a day of peace, this lesson tells us, and we rest in God. While the world is torn by winds of hate, your rest remains completely undisturbed when we rest in God, that stillness, that profoundness, that eternal timelessness that we go into. There's lovely lines in here. In timelessness you rest, while time goes by without its touch upon you. We go into that space of timelessness where nothing changes on us. We remain eternally still, and in stillness nothing touches us. There's a lovely couple lines. Let these periods of rest and respite reassure your mind that all its frantic fantasies were but the dreams of fever that has passed away. This is a lesson also of rebirth and rejuvenation, which is very appropriate because of the holy space of days that we are in right now. But those two lines, I love them because of the alliterations, and I couldn't let them pass by. This lesson goes on to say that each hour, because we are still doing the first 5 minutes of every hour, but that each hour that we take with our rest today, a tired mind is suddenly made glad. A bird with broken wings begins to sing. A stream long dry begins to flow again, because the world is born again. And in this rebirth of the world, it is rebirthed in the mind of God into this eternal stillness and rest, where there are no clashing dreams, there are no attacks, there are no battles, and everything is as it is created with the one whole healed thought from the mind of God. We are that as well. And this is also a lesson of inclusiveness, because we don't take our rest just for ourselves, but we bring together everyone, those who have yet to come and those who have been. This, as this lesson says, open the temple doors, let them come from far across the world and near as well. Your distant brothers and your closest friends, bid them all enter here and rest with you. We leave no one out. We leave no one out of this profound stillness and rest that we take on today. And it tells us that time is not the guardian of what we do today, because we go into the space of timelessness. We give to those unborn and those passed by, to every thought of God, and that is all of us. We are the thought of God, and to the mind in which these thoughts were born and where they rest. So this is again when the giving and the receiving are one in truth, that this rest that I take and I share with all of those far away, my distant brother, my closest friends, those who have been here, those who are yet to be, and all of us come together and we give this rest back to our Father who is there with us for this profound rejuvenation and rebirth that we experience when we rest in God. So this is our resting place for today, and we tell ourselves often as we can today, remind ourselves we rest in God. That's it. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Please continue with our prayers. Tomorrow, just a note, is lesson 110. It is a repetitive lesson, one that we've had before. I think you might remember that. And then we go into review again. Woo. So look how far we've come. And then I'm going to do a little extra video tomorrow after the lesson. So it will only be on my Facebook page and on YouTube. It won't be on the other spaces. So hope you have a lovely day and rest. Namaste.